Today got a special video for you guys, something that turned out to be a whole heck of a lot of fun, and that is me jumping in and playing Guild Wars 1 for the first time in 2 decades. Literally, it's been 20 years since I've touched this game, and I only had the briefest of experience with it in the past. This was actually like a really good time. I played it over the course of a couple days, had a genuine blast. There was a lot really interesting and almost nostalgic about it. Now, the video is being sponsored by ArenaNet. Really, all this is, though, is they were wanting to let people know that Guild Wars Reforged is now available on mobile. So if you happen to be someone who enjoys MMOs and likes to play mobile games, whether you're traveling for work or out of the house and just not in front of your computer, now they have the full version of Guild Wars Reforged available on mobile devices. So they're getting the word out. If you guys want to learn more, we got links below. But yeah, so sit back, relax, and enjoy my blast from the past. Playing an early 2000s MMO in the year 2026. That's not classic WoW. This turned out to be quite the trip for sure. I was reading quickly and I heard Nightfall is the best one for a new player to jump into in terms of just the overall experience and the pacing of everything. And I have half a mind to just Dervish. Necro, Monk, Ranger, Warrior, Mesmer, Elementalist, Paragon, and Dervish. Man, the Dervish was so cool. Because you got like spinny tornado thingies, you know? They're a good AoE class too. I do like that. Reforged mode. Man, the text... What's the font size? What's the font size in this? 2? What the hell? I think I need a magnifying glass, even only a foot away. Dude, I'm excited. I've been meaning to do this. Have you played Guild Wars 1 before? Long time ago, only briefly. I was still in the midst of my WoW addiction, and I couldn't convince any of my friends to come over, so it didn't last for very long because we were all still playing WoW together. But I remember buying the game because it had the Dervish box art for the Prophecies expansion. It's literally why I picked it up, because I said this class looks cool as hell. And I remember doing some PvP and getting my ass kicked. I don't really remember much about the game though. All right, so we got click to move. Dude, man, this is an early 2000s ass user interface if I've ever seen one. It's honestly pretty nostalgic. This is the most early 2000s fucking game UI that I've seen in a long time. So I wanted to see nostalgia mode. What? Oh man. That is actually amazing though. And honestly, I kind of don't hate it. I'm not going to play with it, but I kind of don't hate it. That's really funny. Holy whiplash looking back. You know what's funny though? This doesn't look too far off from Core Tyria in Guild Wars 2. It honestly doesn't look too far off from Core Tyria. It's kind of funny. Starting Scythe? Okay. Nice, dude. Look at that. Man, this is great. Yeah, let's do the tutorial. Follow Cormier's instructions. Reach the Sun Spear. Yeah, dude, this really does look like Core Tyria in a lot of ways. It's really funny. The scale, ironically, looks more accurate in this game, which I find funny. Oh, you're talking about the scale of the environment? You know what? Good call out, man. Yeah, something about the scale, and that is a very good call out. At least in Core Tyria. That changes in the expansion zones, but in Core Tyria and Guild Wars 2, something about the scale feels really off in that a lot of the environment feels way too small. The trees, the buildings, a lot of the environment feels like you're in a... It feels like you're running around in a little set or something. Like a little figurine set. That changes big time once you get to the expansions. Like, it doesn't feel that way anymore once you get to Heart of Thorns. But in Core Tyria, yes, a lot of the game world feels way too awkwardly small. It's kind of funny. A Corsair is here? Okay, so there's our first enemy. You handle this. Show us how it's done. Target the enemy and begin your attack. Which attack, though? Do I just have an auto attack? Holy shit! Advance with caution, Sun Spears. No, I gotta click. Dude, that attack is sick! Yo, I'm getting heals? Nice. Dude, this game's awesome. What the fuck? I'm in the tutorial, but I'm really digging this thus far. Oh, I think this is a player. I think these are both players, no? Yeah, I think they are. Destroy the Corsairs occupying the village. I've got Cormier, and then I just have a bunch of recruits. So we got a little instance zone here. My team is melting, dude. And then they're just spam healing me. Oh, is this the leader? Oh yeah. I guess there's not much moving in combat in this game, huh? Like you just want to sit here to keep auto attacking and then casting abilities in between, right? You're not like constantly repositioning behind behind enemies or anything. So I need to take the fire oil barrels and then put it into the launcher. Nice. Mission success. That's my first combat mission. So Koss is like a companion, huh? He's literally just in my inventory. But then there are separate henchmen that you can hire. Heroes like Koss are very customizable, whereas henchmen are as is. Gotcha. Here we go. So there's a healer henchman and a motivation henchman's probably going to be support. Maybe I'll get the healer though, and then I'll add both of them. Oh, you can have four members in your party. Gotcha. Okay. It's coming together. It's kind of a lot to take in, but first time Guild Wars 1. Well, not technically the first time, as I have played in the past, but it was only for a brief time, and I don't remember much of it because I was still really into WoW back at that point. So, but I did buy actually the expansion with this Dervish character, which is why I'm playing it right now, because it's kind of it's literally why I picked up the game, seeing the box art with the Dervish at a GameStop. But yeah, I mean, this, for all intents and purposes, this might as well be my first time ever playing, because I don't remember shit, and I don't even know how long I played, to be honest with you. It might have only been for like a few days. For all my friends were like, yo, we're still leveling through Stranglethorn Vale, bro. Are you coming or what? I said, all right, yeah, I'm coming. It wasn't reluctantly, to be fair. I was so obsessed with WoW, but look at my gang with me, huh? Look at them. I don't even have to do anything. Just, I'm gonna walk up here. At any point, do I have to actually do something? Or can I just be here and then my team's gonna kill everybody? I'll just be here and heal myself. Like, do I have to actually play? Or is my team always just gonna kill everything? Yeah, they load you up a bit for these first tutorials. Okay, that's why. We're a bit overpowered here. So is there any freedom of movement here, or is it really just... It looks like there's a few paths. This is where I started, and then this is the village. That's the Corsair encampment that we just cleared. Is Guild Wars 1 an MMO as well? From what I understand, it's like all the zones are instanced, but there are social hubs with other players, and then you group up and you can go into your instant zones. And I do believe they have like dungeon equivalents and stuff like that as well. There are boss hunts that you can go for. Is Guild Wars 1 still receiving new content? I know they talked about adding more stuff to it. Part of their discussion about having ongoing support for the game and all its iterations. They were talking about new stuff in Guild Wars 1. They just recently added a dungeon. They also added settings to do character self-found or hardcore. Wait, you can play this hardcore as in like a PoE D4 style hardcore where if you die, that's it? Hardcore, that like full on hardcore. Yeah, definitely probably not a great idea for my first time checking out the game, but I do appreciate that as a option for people. With you can open the mission map. Oh, I feel like that should just fucking be the mini map, no? What is the fucking point? What is the point of having the mini map not have the shit that should be on the mini map and then having a separate mini map called the mission map? Thank you for that though. That's actually huge. That is just my mini map now. Fuck that thing. This piece of shit, get out of here. Put this thing up there. Perfect. Great. There's the expert dervish. Teach me some dervish skills. Oh, that just like that, huh? That was easy. What in the fuck? Guys, I stand still for 3 seconds and you guys can't just... Can you just chill for a... All right, whatever. Hey, however you want to keep yourself entertained. Don't let me stop the fun. Cool. All right, so she taught me dervish shit. Can he teach me different dervish shit? These guys... Okay, it's actually kind of funny. NPC companions, whenever I'm just doing something, they're like, you know what? This is boring as fuck. I'm gonna start dancing. Whoa, he gave me even more, dude. I got a full skill bar here. Holy shit. I got 3 more enchantments. Damn, dude. Looks amazing. How's the gameplay? It definitely feels dated. I did change it so that the WASD feels better. But it's like full click to move, left click. And the combat is pretty static in that to attack something, you've either got to tab onto it or click it. And then you just hit spacebar and it cycles through auto attacks and then you hit your abilities. It's not very movement heavy. Like even, you know, for other tab target games like WoW or Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is hybrid, but you know what I mean. Like you can be moving around enemies and doing shit. It doesn't look like you can really do that here. Your attacks are rooted in place fully. So that's just taken a minute to get used to. I'm not terribly unfamiliar though, you know, because I've played a lot of classic MMOs. I grew up watching my friends play play EverQuest. I myself played Asheron's Call, and obviously I played a lot of classic WoW. So I'm not unfamiliar with it, but I'm getting reacclimated because it's very, very, very old school. Again, much more rooted and static than classic WoW is. Classic WoW, you can be fully moving for a majority of your abilities with the exception of channeled skills on casters, right? Like when you're casting a Frostbolt or a Blizzard or cast time versus channeled, but there's still a lot of movement in it as well. But this game, I mean, you can't even jump in this game either. So again, getting used to playing an MMO without jumping. But it's cool. I am liking it. I am. This little Reforged thing that they've done, it's held up surprisingly well. Isn't this a game where you can only see other people when in a party? No, there are social hubs where you see other people. In fact, this is another person right here. When you're doing the quest, that is entirely instanced. So it's not, there is no like combat quest, as far as I'm aware, there's no combat questing zones where you're gonna randomly bump into people. It's the social hubs. And then there's group content that you'll wanna party with people, but yeah, that's how it works. You're moving through instanced areas. Hone your skills by reaching level 5. Meet with Dengo in the Plains of Jaren. Get information about the shipment. Okay, so we got a bunch of quests. The Plains of Jaren. I've got a quest in the Plains of Jarwin. Do we just go there? What in the shit? This guy's name is Rufels. This is a player, by the way. This is a player. His name is Rufels Ritualist. Slayer of Nightmares. Damn, bro, you're looking crazy. All right, let's go to the Plains of Jaren. We got a quest out there. Damn, dude, the Mechanist are in here? That's Mox. What's up, Mox? What are you doing here? Does not meet specified parameters. Okay, whatever, bro. Kill the plants. We got a couple other quests here. This guy wants a bunch of food. Am I supposed to follow Dengo? Might have to. I'm gonna follow Dengo. Because I interacted with him and then he just took off like some shit's going down. Dengo, we got something going here? I don't know what you're talking about. Whoa, chill. Did we do it, Dengo? You good? All set. Gotta go back to Mehinu for my reward. I kind of want to see if there's anything else in the plains, though. This place is kind of big. Check on Palai in the Plains of Jaren and see if she's safe. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, shit. This is what... Fangdi Gabola. Got all my buffs going. And then hit him with my Pious Assault. We got Chill and Victory, which uses Rage. So we should just do that whenever we can. Is farming, like, worth... Like, I know some games it's not worth it at all to kill enemies. They really limit the benefit that you get from it, and most of the benefit comes from completing quests and stuff. But if I just wanted to, like, do a bunch of combat and farm enemies for a bit, is it worth it for drops in XP in this game? Derv is perhaps the most favorite solo farming class. Well, my dream then, dude. Literally. That's what I like doing. Be honest, okay? Be honest with me. How does PvP feel in this game with how rooted the combat is? I'm trying to imagine PvP as I'm trying to get used to this combat. And is anyone running around, or you're just always sitting on your target like this and just casting your shit on cooldown? Obviously, they'll be playing counterplay for crowd control and dropping debuffs. I just got a blue scythe, I think. Bronze scythe, 4 to 6 damage. Unidentified though. I need to identify it before I use it. I think I can still use it unidentified. Does it look any different? It does look different. That's cool. It looks worse. It looks much worse, but I'm guessing it's gonna have some buffs to it with that unidentified property there. Good players are rarely standing still in PvP. How are you doing any damage though? I gotta stand still to do damage. Or I guess you auto attack and then you move and then you auto attack again. You CC people attack then move. Okay, that makes sense. Find this so chill to play. It's definitely yes. Yeah, no, it's pretty chill. Half the time when I'm just walking around, I feel as if I'm in Corteria and Guild Wars 2, which is kind of funny as well. It's got a very similar look to it. Wow, these guys are aggro as hell, huh? We're getting these imps? Okay, let's do it. Guild Wars 1 is mainly PvP, right? Not really, no. I mean, you can... So one thing that's interesting that they do is you can just buy the game and instantly make a PvP character. So you could just PvP, but it's got entire campaigns and PvE. Like there's a whole PvE map, you know, and that's kind of what I'm playing through right now. I'm playing through the PvE map. Which one is it? Nightfall? I forgot the name of the expansion that I'm playing in. And even though I'm a fresh player, when you start, you pick the campaign that you level through, and it was recommended in multiple places that that new players start with Nightfall. Apparently, it's got like the best kind of pacing and curve. So that's why I'm starting with this. Even though it's the third campaign, this is the one that's recommended to begin as a new player. Try to get a few of these because I got good AoE. All of my attacks with my scythe hit 3 targets, so we can probably get a few enemies going here. And oh shit, level 10. Oh fuck. I got it. All right, gonna get my boons up, or my enchantments as they're called, and then we got a few abilities I can hit him with. My Q is my big heavy hitter. I have it trigger off of my vital boon so that I self-heal every time I hit Q. So Q is a heavy hitting attack, my Pious Assault, but it consumes my most recent enchantment. So what I do is I make it so that vital boon is the last enchantment that I cast. So whenever I hit Pious Assault, it consumes vital boon and heals me, which is what I'm looking to do here. I've got this energy. What looks like a mana bar is actually called energy, and it seems like I really want to just be balancing. Trying to not overcap it, basically, would be the ideal thing to do. So I don't want to be out of it when I need it, but I don't want to overcap it either. That's kind of what I try to make sure I'm doing. So people were saying that the gold drops are shared with my party members. Does that mean that I should be trying to play with as lean of a party size as possible so that I'm not screwing my gold gain over, basically? Like, should I be playing with as small of a party instead of having the full 4? Are these NPCs with me? Yes, they are. Yep. So the way the game works is it's got social hubs where there's other people. In fact, I could teleport to one right now, but there's a bunch of them. But let me teleport to the Sunspear Great Hall. So there are social hubs where there's other people. With the number here, that's another player, and I'm pretty sure that's just the number of people that's in their party, or NPCs as well. Or I think that's what it is. I don't know, but anybody with that icon over their head is another player. So there are towns like this is a town on the side of a zone, the zone that I was just in. This is a bigger town, a more centralized hub. We should see many more people here. These are all people as well. See these right here? These are all people. I don't know why these ones don't have the icon over their head. So there's a lot of real humans like running around here. All over there, these guys right here, those guys, these guys. And then the greens are NPCs. So you've got these social hubs, and then you've got zones in between. And whenever you go into the zones, it's just you and your party. So if you had other people in your party, you would see them. But the zones aren't shared. That's how they kind of structured this game. So now that I'm in the Plains of Jaren, I won't see any other people here unless they're in my party. Everything else will be NPCs, friendly and foe. In endgame farms, that's relevant, but for the campaign, no. So you're saying for the campaign, I should just keep my party maxed out, take the benefit of having their support and damage and healing and everything. But then maybe for endgame farming, I would consider that. Okay. I have 2 weapons in my inventory that I can't sell, and I tried to toss them out of my bag, but it didn't let me. How do I get rid of these? How the hell do I get rid of these? Let me show you what I'm talking about. The machete and the starter scythe. I can't sell them. Trash can in inventory. There's a trash can in the inventory? Where is that? Oh my god, that's a trash can. I mean, it looks like a trash can. I just assumed, no, that's got to be something I don't understand. No, it's a literal trash can that okay. I'm just so used to, if you don't want something, you take it out of your inventory, you drop it on the screen, and then it gives you an option. Are you sure you want to do that? Because that's how every game has picked that up over time. But you have to remember, this is early 2000s. There were less like standardized systems, and people just tried different things. And I guess one of those things is just having a trash can in your bag. A literal trash can. Okay. I love the small numbers. Yeah, man, in most MMOs, I will take sub 100 attacks for a long time over instantly dealing thousands of damage. Honestly, in a lot of games, I will even just shut off the damage scrolling combat text because it seems pointless to me. The only time it's not pointless and just cluttering up the UI is if it tells you things like, was your attack blocked or absorbed? Things that you'd have to respond to with abilities or just want to be knowledgeable of. Is he invulnerable? That kind of thing. I know eventually I will find more because the way the skills work in this game is you literally find trainers at different cities or points of interest, and they just give you new skills. It's not that I've got like this big skill tree that as I level up I unlock new skills. Instead, I level up and I get attribute points to spend that scale the skills, but the skills themselves I have to go out in the world and individual NPCs will sell their own unique set of skills. So I will find some other dervish trainer elsewhere that'll teach me new dervish abilities that I don't have currently. And then there's the whole the skill capture system, which I've not seen yet, but you get the ability to take skills from certain NPCs and literally just have the skill on your class. Well, you know, whatever that NPC did. If it cast a fireball or whatever, there'd be an option. And that skill capture system is supposed to be going into Guild Wars 3. It wasn't in Guild Wars 2. But it's supposed to be coming back in Guild Wars 3, which is pretty neat. All right, let's kill some more wretched pirates. You know what's funny? The wife and I just started rewatching Pirates the other day. I didn't realize there were 5 movies in that series. I didn't realize there were 5 Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought there was like 3 at most. So we watched the first 2, and I'm thinking, what the hell is gonna happen on the next 3 movies? Like, what else is there left? Guess we'll find out. Oh man, you engaged the Iboga? No. We got other shit to pay attention to, dude. Kill this thing. Okay, we're good. No problem. There's one. So this is them introducing you to the collector system, where you'll bring some items that they request. Trade your termite legs for a belt pouch. Let's do it. And then I get a reward. The reward was the belt pouch, man. So that's another backpack now. Okay, cool. And there's 2 other bags, or 3 other bag slots, I guess. Interesting. Can I charm a flamingo? I can. No. Stop it. Halt. 9. Bitte. My God, guys. Jesus. Trying to get pet flamingo here. All right. Nice. Flamingo joined the party. Rock and roll, dude. Secondary, there's generally no wrong decision, as everything has potential use. As Derv, you may not even need a secondary. Not a pro Derv, so I don't know. I thought you were saying you're not pro Dervish, like you're anti-Dervish. That piece of shit class. Not wrong. Whoa. We throw in shade. That Dervish class is what got me to buy for the Guild Wars 1 20 years ago, thanks to the box art. Actually, I need to see this now. I went to my local GameStop and I saw this right here, and I said, holy shit. What game is this? Historically, I don't recall much profession hate except for the early days of factions where everyone hated assassins. Hey, I remember when Guild Wars 2 launched, people raging about thieves. Just like always in an MMO, any stealth class in PvP can be infuriating, but before people know how to counter them, right? And I remember just doing PvP and getting some interesting messages from other players. Honestly, Nightfall doesn't look all too bad for a 20-year-old game. It seriously, it's almost painfully close to how Quarteria looks in Guild Wars 2. At times, you could probably set up a screenshot. If you hid the UI, I bet you could set up certain screenshots and tell me this is Guild Wars 2, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's like an Ascalon or something, right? Yeah, I remember that. Oh, totally, dude. They obviously look better, but there are parts of the starting zones that look pretty damn close to this. Flamingo, get your ass moving. What are you doing? Attack. Put you on aggro. There you go. Why is my pet a flamingo? This is amazing. I mean, the answer is because I tamed it. I didn't realize this was gonna be sticking with me for a while. I just thought I was gonna, as soon as I got a cool pet that I came across. I mean, flamingo's pretty cool. I wouldn't want to fuck with a flamingo, I'll be honest with you. They can get pretty large and imposing. Oh, flamingo leveled up? Wait, if he's gonna level, I'm just keeping him. I didn't realize. He is gonna actually level? Okay, we're just keeping flamingo then. He's our companion, all right? I was thinking about revisiting Guild Wars 1 myself. Yeah, I mean, technically, I suppose this is a revisit for me, but it's actually also a first-time visit because although I had the game when I was a young whippersnapper, I didn't really play much of it at all. I bought the game and maybe played it for a couple of afternoons and then went back to WoW with all my friends. I tried to break free from the chains of my WoW addiction, but was mostly unsuccessful in it. That said, though, I'm actually having a really fun time playing this right now. It feels strangely nostalgic, both for the era in which the game is from, but also because it reminds me of the Guild Wars that I have played a fair bit of, which is Guild Wars 2. I mean, obviously, right? Because this is the original one, and a lot of what what informed 2 came from 1. But nevertheless, I don't know, I'm having a good time. It's kind of cool playing a early 2000s MMO that isn't classic WoW.